Welcome to my home sweet home, Dulce Hogar. Hello everyone. As always, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Veronica, and today I bring you a very delicious Mexican recipe. It's frijoles charros beans. And today my husband is helping me, so I hope you guys like it, enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, first thing, we're gonna start with the ingredients. So we need a bag of this type of beans. Look at the bag. They're not the typical brown, they're different. I think it's called mayo cuba. Then we have the chorizo. You can find it in Mexican store. You can also get the cilantro, cebolla, and poblano peppers. Also, I use this Mexican broth and the Goya seasoning little packets. So I forgot to mention my bacon. So pretty much what I'm gonna do is chop everything. I did this the night before, so I prepared the whole thing the night before because I had to work. Yes, I worked on the 31st. So I want to make sure that everything was ready for the following day, the 31st. So when I come home, we will just season everything and finish up our beans. So you will see how everything turned out. So the bacon and the hot dogs are ready. I'm just gonna put them in the freezer. I'm going to toast up my poblano pepper on my griller so the skin can come off really easy. Then we'll work on our cilantro. We'll just basically chop the cilantro, put it away, put it in the refrigerator, and let's wash our beans really well because there might be some little stones there. I pretty much looked for a stone. I couldn't find anything, so I just basically washed them. I like to wash them really good on this, let the water run. And also I add them to a container and fill them up with water to make sure that the water that they're really clean. By looking at the water, you will know if they're clean or not. So mine turned out to be fine. Just want to make sure, give it very, stirring them up really good. And as you can see, I did this at night, so I was already in my jam. Sorry about that. Okay, let's take a look at our poblano peppers. Make sure you toast them up on each side just like this. You want the skin to come off really easily. Okay, now I'm gonna fill up my pot with water. Like I said, I prepared this the night before, so I also want to leave this ready. I am not going to cook them up. I will just leave them ready for the following morning. I add the salt and this seasoning. It's chicken broth. As you can see, it was a tablespoon. So I didn't really fill up the tablespoon with salt. It depends how salty you want. Make sure you put the right amount. Like I said, there's no amount. I just didn't fill it up all the way. So it's ready, and my poblano peppers are also ready. So I'm gonna store them in this Ziploc bag and leave them just laying there on the countertop. So It is the next day in the morning, 8 a.m., passing 8. I'm about to go to work. I'm just going to leave them low temperature like you see here. My beans are going to take about 5 hours to cook, so I leave them in low heat and add more water. My husband and my son are here. I'm going to be back at 2. I'm back. It's already 2 p.m. So as you can see, they're already ready. And what we're gonna do is just season everything and add the rest of the ingredients. I'm removing the onion because my family don't like to see the onions nor the garlic. Just couldn't find it, but I'll find it later. I'm peeling off the poblano peppers just like that. So this is where the help of my husband comes handy. I really appreciate his help and support. He's a great help and support in everything. So I'm glad he is awesome when it comes to participating. He just don't like to be in front of the camera all the time, but he's a great supporter. So here he is sauteing the chorizo, and I'm cutting the poblano pepper. Thanks to my sister Adriana, who gave me the tip of adding the poblano pepper. This is my first time adding this ingredient to my recipe, so it turned out really good. The poblano pepper really gives a really extra, I can't describe the taste, but it's really good. Everyone was pleased with the results. So here, as you can see, I'm removing all of the seeds, and we'll just cut them in strips just like that, and add it to the chorizo. And there you go. Okay, like you see, my husband is adding the cilantro. Some people like to add it at the beginning of when they start cooking the beans. I don't. I prefer to add it fresh. I also find out that this seasoning Goya is really good. It has a lot of ingredients, so you don't have to really have all the ingredients. You don't have to add them fresh, but I do like to add everything fresh, but this time I just add that seasoning flavor. They're really good. I recommend this. Here is the garlic cloves. I don't like that. Like I said, my family doesn't like to see those in there, and I wouldn't like to eat one. Now we are seasoning the hot dogs, as you can see, just like that. And once we're done, we are going to cook the bacon. He loves bacon. That's his one of his favorite foods. He likes it, and in the morning with breakfast, he likes grits and shrimp, or shrimp and grits. Excuse me, pardon me, my English. As you guys can see, English is not my first language, so I struggle all the time with the words. But anyways, let's keep going. So he loves bacon. Like I said, he just knows how to prepare bacon better than me. So he was telling me, here, you see all those bubbles? Basically, bacon is cooking in its own fat, which bacon's fat is really good. I don't know, some people said it's bad, some people said it's good, but it tastes good. So as you can see, I was chopping my onion. Here he's adding the bacon to the frijoles, the beans, and we are going to saute the onion with the bacon fat. And I didn't cut really well the onion, because what I do is once it's done, and brown and all that goodness you can think of, I like to just blend it in the blender, and not, because like I said, my family don't like seeing onions in their food, so I prefer just to add the taste and blend everything just like that, and you don't see that in the food. And that's something I learned, because when my kids were little, they didn't like to see onions or garlic in the food, so or vegetables, so I blend all the vegetables into the soups, and they didn't know they were eating all their vegetables. Just a tip for those parents that struggle with their kids, not liking their vegetables. Blend everything and put it into their soups. So I know you guys call this a soup, but it's actually a soup. So we're done, and here's the results. We add a little bit of rice, and that was really good. Everyone loved it. I got the approval of everyone, and my husband helped. So pretty much he can say that he made a Mexican traditional food. Thank you guys for everything, and I'll see you in another video. This is my brother and my sister-in-law approving our cook, and they loved it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you guys.